Good morning, traders. Richard here doing a quick Ichimoku Cloud Chart market review. At last, we've got our rebound rally, and this rebound rally rebounded from the top end of the front end of the Ichimoku cloud, and we're looking at the quarterly. This is a really big picture, and it was really a really big support zone that the S&P mini futures contract rebounded from. The other point as well, we rebounded from the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement of this entire move. So far so good. We got our rebound rally. We're now back above the turning line of the Ichimoku cloud. Will be interesting to see if we can find support at that zone, so keep an eye on that 5357 zone as a critical support zone on the quarterly Ichimoku cloud. But we're not out the woods there. We can still see some significant downside if we get a recession, etc., and if the Trump's trade war accelerates to the downside. We could see some more downside targets activate. But so far so good. We've got our relief rally after a 22% plus correction in the S&P futures contract. That 61.8% Fibonacci retracement was really a big number. Let's take a look at the monthly Ichimoku cloud. You can see there the strong rebound from the Fibonacci zone there. Let's drill down to the weekly Ichimoku cloud. There we go. Now we can see where that zone was, the rebound there. It was also very close to the top end of the weekly Ichimoku cloud. The question now is, are we going to stay above the bottom in the cloud? The good news is we broke through these old support zones that were supposed to come back as resistance levels. We also broke through the bottom end cloud chart resistance zone here on the weekly Ichimoku cloud. Now we're back above the bottom in the cloud, so that's bullish, that's good. Now as long as the S&P future stays above this bottom end cloud chart support zone, the rally should be okay, the rebound rally. And then the upside targets is the first one here. You can see the standard line and turning line is actually together here, so it's fighting that resistance zone. And then the next level to watch out for, let me just pop that one, is the bottom end of top end of the cloud. Sorry, so we're going to fight that resistance at the bottom end there, the top end of the cloud there. So that's the next level to watch out for potential resistance. And then that zone there, bottom end of the front end of the cloud. And the next level to watch out for is this zone here, that zone there. So these are the upside resistance targets. Now what we can see is for this rally to continue higher, hit this resistance zone, and then recorrect further, because we had this big one huge rally down, rebound, and then another continuation, a second wave down if we get a recession, etc. So we are very close, dangerously close to continuing overall bigger bear market, looking at the Ichimoku cloud. But so far so good. As long as we stay above this bottom end cloud chart zone, the rally should be okay. And watch out for these resistance levels and how the market is going to react here. We're going to break past these resistance levels to hit the 5719 and the top end of the cloud, or are we going to reverse lower and retest the bottom in the cloud for support? So that's the catalyst. These are the levels to watch out for on the weekly. So on the daily, we can see that strong rebound from this cluster of support, the Fibonacci zone there, as well as these two cloud chart support zones there. Came back, beautiful swing trades there, very risky ones because the news were incredibly negative at that point in time, but you have to exclude the news, just focus on the cloud chart trading rules. We buy cloud chart support and we sell cloud chart resistance. Then this rally managed to break through the turning line of the cloud and then the standard line of the cloud, as well as the bottom end of the front end cloud chart resistance. So it will be critical now for support to come in at these zones. Will this pullback of consolidation of this move, will we see support come back in at these 5302 and then 5369? So keep close eye on that. We can expect a technical retracement of this move back down. Also watch out for the top end of the front end of the cloud, can still be a resistance zone, as well as these lows. So we really need to get past these levels. Let's pop a zone in there. You can see that's a significant resistance zone we have to get past, and it's very close to these lows here as well. So keep an eye for those resistance levels we need to get past past those, and it's all going to depend on what's happening in the next 90 days. If we're going to have a strong rally to break past the top in the cloud to be back in bullish territory on the daily Ichimoku cloud. Remember, price action below the cloud is bearish and price action above the cloud is bullish. So all we're doing now is we just swing trade support and sell the rallies when they hit resistance. But so far so good. The strategy's been working. The other reason why we took these trades down here is we became very extended from the bottom in the cloud. So that's kind of a mean reversion a trade going on here. When the price becomes too extended from the bottom in the cloud, that's a time to buy. Similar strategy on the way up. When the price gets too extended from the top in the cloud, you wait for the pullback, and swing trade those to the upside. So that's the strategy using Ichimoku clouds. So far so good. The other thing to watch out for, if you a little bit more on intraday trading there, watch out for the interaction between the price the resistance zone here and the Ichimoku cloud. So we can see with strong rebound from this cluster of cloud chart support here, kind of two swing trades to get through there. We now have a weak buy signal below the bottom in the cloud, and watch out how the bottom in the cloud here of the front in the cloud is a resistance zone. So this consolidation can pull back to the top end of the 4-hour Ichimoku cloud. So watch out to see if support's going to come back in here at this 5305, which incidentally is also the standard line of the Ichimoku cloud, but there is downside risk to these two, the turning line and the standard line of the cloud, as well as the bottom end of the front in the cloud. So we can still see this relief rally pull back, rebound from these, and then make another thrust towards breaking past cloud chart resistance. But to be bullish, the price action needs to be back above the top end of the Ichimoku cloud on the 4-hour. So that's the catalyst you're watching out for, to see if we're going to break past that top end cloud chart resistance zone. But so far so good. Couple of nice swing trades from these support zones. And now we're looking at how the interaction here is with the resistance zones here. Watch out for this 5305 zone, as well as the bottom end of the front in the cloud and the turning line and the standard line of the Ichimoku cloud. So that's the story to look out for on the 4-hour. But back to the daily, fantastic rebound rally. Now we can see the rally stalled a little bit at the top end of the front in the cloud, and watch out for any support to come back in at the turning line and the standard line of the Ichimoku cloud there, 5305. Keep an eye on for a possible swing trade back up to make another attempt to break past the top end of the cloud. Until next time, happy cloud chart trading. Bye for now.